Here's a quick 3-card tarot reading from the woods for your day. All 3 cards form the collective reading, but one of them may speak more to you than the others. I'm going to draw a card for the trees, for the mountains, and for the river. You might ask yourself which one you're drawn to, and then pay a little bit of extra attention to the card associated with that thing. Hi, I'm Brooke, tarot reader in the woods, and I invite you to use these cards to inspire a dialogue with your own wise and creative subconscious. The card for the mountains is on the top. It's the Page of Swords. The card for the forest, for the trees, is in the middle, and it's the 7 of Wands. And the card for the river is on the bottom, and it's the Knight of Wands. Okay, with the Page of Swords specifically, the mountain card, we are maybe being asked to communicate about something, to help someone else understand something. There may be an energy of having to put something into words, and with the Page of Swords here, likely we are going to be good. We're going to be articulate. We're going to be adept. We're going to be able to translate our own experience or whatever it is that we're being asked to talk about or write about. Additionally, if that doesn't quite hit the mark, the Page of Swords can represent us opening up our minds to a new perspective about something, seeing something from a new angle, which is related to that first interpretation. It's just us being on the receiving end of information in a way that we haven't been exposed to it before. So there could be a listening and learning component to what this Page of Swords is drawing our attention to. Now the card for the trees and the forest is the 7 of Wands. And this card, one important way to think about it is a card of standing our ground, a card of sticking to our guns. Sorry for that metaphor. A card of standing on business. In some ways, it describes us being in a resilient or persistent state. So there is a feeling of not giving up. There is a feeling of enduring. And there's also a feeling of courage associated with this card. There's a feeling of determination and self-confidence. Yes, I can accomplish this goal. Yes, I can finish this thing that I've been working on, or not necessarily finish, but I can continue. I can persist here. So a lot of times when the 7 of Swords comes up, there is a challenge present that can make us question our ability to persist, our ability to keep going, to have the stamina or confidence to overcome something. But with the card upright, it's like an affirmation that yes, it is worth it for us to figure out a way to overcome this obstacle, to push through this challenge. Yes, we have the resources we need. Even if we have a moment of self-doubt, we have the resources we need, the skills we need, the support we need, whatever it is, to move through and beyond this obstacle. And the card for the river is at the bottom, the Knight of Wands. And this card feels like it could be whatever it is that fuels our ability to behave in a 7 of Wands way, to get through. Because the Knight of Wands is talking about our passion, our dedication, our commitment. He is the card of the fire that is burning within us. He describes whatever it is we are excited about innately, whatever it is we want to pursue. And he's willing to go long distances and do anything to get closer to or be in relationship with whatever it is that is the object of his desires. So if we read these cards all together, it feels like whatever this 7 of Wands, blockage that we are persisting through, or we're figuring out a way to break through, might be connected to something that we consider a passion project, something that we feel attracted to, drawn to. There's almost a an energy of relentlessness about it. It's like, even if we were sitting around feeling, bored or disinterested or tired or something, this is the thing that could still spark our interest, that could wake us up, that we would still find the energy to engage with. And the Page of Swords, then tying into these two cards, could be a new idea that is the key to opening this gate represented by the Seven of Wands. Or it could be our efforts at communication about it, at talking to, reaching out, initiating a conversation, putting our feelings into words, or finding a way to mediate a conversation. The Page of Swords can be a go-between in some way. So if there's one side over here and one side over here, and we're trying to help them understand one another, or we're trying to, here's a random example, metaphor to use. Let's say, we have the scientists over here and we have the politicians over here, and our job is to help them understand each other. What is the considerations? How do we take the science language and put it in language that a politician can understand and make use of? How do we take, political considerations and share them the way that a science brain can understand? It was kind of a specific example, but I hope you get the gist of what I'm talking about. And last thing, we have a Page of Swords and then two Wands cards. So we have air and fire, and they feed each other. They are mutually accelerating. So it feels like a day of quickening, a day of excitement, a day of heightened confidence, even heightened libido. And the energy is here to help us find a solution, a way through, a path forward.